Hey everybody, Dr. Baker here. Standing on top of a pretty rad mountain, about a fifth of the way into a dirt bike ride. 4 types of intelligence. I want to sit my phone down on that bike over there so you can see it. I'm not shaking, but let me promise you this. I bet you don't know all the 4, and I bet you don't know how they cross over and when the problem happens. So first and foremost is innate intelligence. And I'm going to come back to that one at the end, but innate intelligence is what you're born with. Innate intelligence is you hear the birds? That's innate intelligence. This flower that I just picked, it has innate intelligence, but now that I've disconnected it from the source, this flower will die because there is no longer innate intelligence. Innate intelligence is what makes birds fly a different direction in the winter. Innate intelligence is the reason why tulips come out in the spring. Okay, innate intelligence is what's animating every single cell in your body, making your heart beat, lungs breathe, food digest, the whole 9 yards, and makes you heal. That's innate intelligence. Now, educated intelligence is when you learn how to do something, right? Innate, you're born with, but you're not born with the skills to ride a motorcycle or to drive a car. And so educated intelligence, mathematics, reading, driving a car, any of that kind of stuff, those learned activities cannot cross over into where innate intelligence should be running the show. Key example, your medical doctor. Your medical doctor thinks that he knows, he or she, the commercial, the pharmaceutical company, they think they know about how the body heals or what to do about it. But in reality, they're attempting to just simply manipulate innate intelligence instead of working within the body. That's why you have such horrible problems. That's why drugs don't work. I mean, they change the body. They do what they want the drug to do. But the reason why there's always a side effect is because you're using educated intelligence where innate intelligence belongs, lives, and should be in control. We need educated intelligence. I'm not against it. Obviously, I'm riding a dirt bike. I like to read. I like to talk. It's an important thing. On to the third one. The third one is artificial intelligence. And I think you all have a pretty good idea what that is. Basically, we are taking technology and we're using it in order to remove or replace or cross over into educated intelligence. Hence, having robots take over your job, having machines do everything. It's called a technocratic world where we move into literally humans are almost useless because we've developed an intelligence called artificial intelligence. That can't cross over. As soon as that crosses over to where educated is, that's when you have problems. I don't think I need to convince you that a world ran by robots with humans non-existent or unnecessary is probably not the best idea for you and I. And the fourth one, and this is the one I bet you that nobody knows unless you're a chiropractor, because we geek out on this stuff in school, unless you went to a shitty school, excuse my language, Northwestern, Pacific States, Davenport these days. Anyway, so the fourth one is called universal intelligence. All matter has intelligence, and so the wind has intelligence. A tree blew over in my yard a couple days ago because of a storm. That tree had innate intelligence, blew over and broke. Now innate is dying and leaving the building. But it blew over because of a universal intelligence. A flood is a universal intelligence. A windstorm is a universal intelligence. When you take things that have innate intelligence and you turn them into something that they're not, the plastic on this motorcycle still has a universal intelligence, or it would just be mush, be flop. In order for something to have shape or to move at all or to do anything, it has to have a universal intelligence. When that crosses over, that's what we call a destruction. That's when universal does something to innate. That's called breaking your arm, right? Breaking your arm is a universal intelligence and force that's put onto or acted upon an innate intelligence, which is the bone and your body. And then the fact you heal from that is an innate intelligence going to work after a universal intelligence came in where it shouldn't ideally be. So point of the story is this. You have 4 kinds of intelligence, and when they cross over, that's the problem. And so when I say crossover, you see all this out there, all that, that's all stuff that God made. So you can't mess with that, otherwise you get problems. If they come in and they log all this, that's an educated decision, an educated intelligence coming where innate should be thriving. So just understand that anytime you have a health-related problem, your health-related problem is because innate intelligence is unable to express itself fully within your body, therefore healing you and restoring your life. Hope that makes sense. So as we move forward, and there's more artificial intelligence taking over educated intelligence, you'll see the problems. Medicine is the mecca of educated taking over innate intelligence, right? And what they're also going to start doing, just so we're all on the same page with exactly what's coming down the pipeline, is they're going to start using artificial intelligence to manipulate and replace universal intelligence. That's what happens when they make a drought, which is what they're doing right now. That's what happens when China says, listen, we're not going to play your drought game. We're going to create our own rainstorm over our crops so that we can grow food to feed our people. When Bill Gates blocks the sun, when you see chemtrails, that's an artificial intelligence that's manipulating a universal intelligence. Listen, if you understand these things, it makes a huge difference. And you'll understand exactly why the world's falling apart and why people are sick, suffering, and dying. Gotta lick my finger because that's a glove, and you didn't get the point. Love you. Bye-bye now.